How's everybody doing? It is April 1st, and we have another lockdown, another order for lockdown. More schools are going to close, and just a lot of the same stuff that we've been talking about happening, continuing to happen, and then also, progressing even into stricter lockdown, stricter restrictions, etc. Okay, which is all leading up to your CV19 passports to prove that you have went and taken the jab, right? Even to get into, say, a concert, or to go to see a movie, or to go to a, athletic event, a sporting game, or anything like that, okay? And right now you're hearing a debate back and forth on all about the passports, okay? And check out this tweet right here. I thought I'd just throw this up. This is a video I've been working on for a couple days. This is Mr. Harry Littman. He says, vax passports are a good idea. Among other things, it will single out the still large contingent of people who refuse vaxes, who will be foreclosed from doing a lot of things that their peers can do. That should help break the resistance down. Are we hearing this? Are you hearing this? I am. That's loud and clear. Guess who's the resistance? You and I. Guess who is this large contingent? You and I, okay? And we will not stop no matter what they do. It's just ridiculous, right? I mean, listen to some. Look at this person right here. I bet you dollars to donuts they are mostly the same people who have no problem shutting up people from voting who don't have photo IDs, but they will squeal like stuck pigs that that's not fair. So I'm good with it. See? I talked to you about this, right? Look at, then we can round them up, right? Exactly. That's what they're going to do, okay? And we've talked about this, how I was telling you how we will get to a stage where, stage one, they got everybody. Phase one, stage one, they got everybody that was willing. Stage two, phase two, they are fighting to get anybody that's on the fence. That's what they're still doing right now. But then we will get to phase three, where they're going to come after people that will not get them at all, okay? But, like I said, it's not going to be easy for them just to go and say, all right, you won't do it, we're going to put you in a detention center. Or you won't do it, we're going to, not allow you to do this, and that, okay? That's not easy unless they have what? The public opinion in their favor, right? Well, this is how they're doing it. More and more shoving this down your throat on everything that you see, okay? And you can already see they have the support. I'm good with it. They're getting the support, okay? This is what I'm saying, It's just, look at, everyone should be, jabbed, and everyone should have a photo ID to be able to vote. Both common sense. Wow. Common sense, huh? Well, I will have another article up right here. Check this out. And I'm going to do a separate video just on this because this is very important. This is literally from just a few minutes ago. Okay? Look at this. It says, over 100 fully jabbed people contract CV19 in Washington State, officials say. What? I thought they went and got jabbed. Aren't they safe? How ridiculous is it that anybody wants to push these jabs on us anymore? It's ridiculous, okay? I will have a follow-up video on this entire article, but let's get back to the one I was at. Macron orders CV19 lockdown across all of France, and he closes the schools. Says, Paris, it says, Presidential Emmanuel Macron on Wednesday ordered France into its third national lockdown and said schools would close for 3 weeks as he sought to push back a third wave of CV19 infections that threaten to overwhelm hospitals, right? Oh, I'm so sick of hearing this. It says, with the death toll nearing 100,000, intensive care units in the hardest hit regions at breaking point, and a slower than planned jab rollout, Macron was forced to abandon his goal of keeping the country open to protect the economy. His announcement means, it says, we will lose control if we don't move now, the president said in a televised address to the nation. This is going to happen everywhere. You're just going to see step by step, right? It says his announcement means that the movement restrictions already in place for more than a week in Paris and some northern and southern regions will now apply to the whole country for at least a month from Saturday. Now, hold on. I want to start with this. I always talk to you about how they always say, oh, look, we're just going to do it right here in this area, or we're just going to do it for a week or for 2 weeks, right? And then they just extend it, right? Expand and extend it, right? Well, that's what they did right here again. And this is how they continue to get the masses to just Oh, run right up and, oh, okay, sounds good. It's only going to be for a week. Oh, it's only in Paris. No, 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 no. They continue to do this to you. Open your eyes, right? Oh, it says, departing from his pledge to safeguard the education from the pandemic, Macron said schools will close for 3 weeks after this weekend. Oh, man, here we go. Macron, 43, had sought to avoid a third large-scale lockdown since the start of the year, betting that if he could steer France out of the pandemic without locking the country down again, he would give the economy a chance to recover from last year's slump. But the former investment banker's options narrowed as more contagious strains, here we go, I've said this over and over again, they were going to use this, of the CV swept across France and much of Europe. For school children, after this weekend, learning will be done remotely for a week, after which schools go on a 2-week holiday, which for most of the country will be earlier than scheduled. Says thereafter, nursery and primary pupils will return to school, while middle and high school pupils continue distance learning for an extra week. It is the best solution to slow down the virus, Macron said, adding that France had succeeded in keeping its schools open for longer during the pandemic than many neighbors. What do you think the answer is to this, right? What do you know, right? That is the answer. Oh, man, and this has never, ever been about a virus. People, open up your eyes. It's about control. Says, faster jabs. Daily new infections in France have doubled since February, nearing 40,000. The number of CV19 patients in intensive care has breached 5,000, exceeding the peak hit during a 6-week-long lockdown late last year. Bed capacity in critical care units will be increased to 10,000, Macron said. Now, hold on. Once again, I'm going to stress the fact that this is just cases of something that we don't even truly believe it is what they're saying. You know, how has the flu completely disappeared, right? Yet they're still pushing that jab as well in the United States right now. Extremely hard right now, okay? But how is this possible, right? That people continue to fall for cases. Oh, the hospitals are full. That doesn't matter. Do what you got to do. Get the hospitals better staffed. That doesn't mean you lock down the entire country. That doesn't mean you start taking restrictions and taking people's lives away because, oh, people are sick and they're in the hospital. Doesn't matter. You continue to run these numbers up talking about, 100,000 deaths. Well over a year now. We are talking, 14 months? 14 months, somewhere in there, at least 13 months if you want to be, back it up a little bit. It's ridiculous, okay? Bed capacity in critical care units will be increased to 10,000. It says the new lockdown risks slowing the pace of France's economic recovery from last year's slump. It will force the temporary closure of 150,000 businesses at a cost of $12.89 billion per month, the finance ministry said. Did you hear this? 150,000 businesses shutting them down. Again. How many more people are going to be destroyed because of this? How many more people aren't going to be able to go to work to feed their families? How many more people aren't going to be able to pay the bills because they can't go to work? This is all systematically being done against you, against I, and it doesn't matter where you're at in the world. You need to see this is the New World Order taking over. This is the Great Reset. You need to look this stuff up. Look up Agenda 21. Look up Agenda 2030. Look up the Mega City Plan 2050, okay? This all ties in. Every bit of it, all right? Sorry if I'm getting a little worked up, but you gotta see it. It's very important that you see this, right? No fear. Don't fear this. I mean, you don't need to fear this at all. You just need to see it, prepare for it, make sure you have your faith, make sure you are praying, make sure you have your relationship with God because you're going to need it now more than you ever have before. I can promise you that. It says the setback for France, the Eurozone's second largest economy, may also dampen Europe's hope of bouncing back swiftly from the pandemic and the way the U.S. and Chinese economies are doing. Oh, are we? Because what just happened, right? You had the cargo ship Evergreen, right? There's a lot of ties to that. You had Hillary, who, tied into that. Also, just the Evergreen, them pushing, everything has to go green, right? Oh, the new Green Deal, etc., etc. all that, and that is what, oh, they took them 6 days to get this thing out of there, and now they're saying that it could happen again anytime, and et cetera, right? And that it's going to do what? Oh, everything's just skyrocketing, right? And that it, billions and billions of dollars of merchandise didn't get through there, and now just expect everything to go up, right? There's going to be a trickle effect that's going to just crush the economy, right? So that's how they just did this right there. They just crushed both those economies just by something that small. Says France's new lockdown underlines the cost of the European Union's slow rollout of the anti-CV jabs. Right? Oh, if they just would have rolled them out faster, then we wouldn't be in this situation. Neighboring Britain, which finalized its divorce with the bloc on January 1st, has inoculated nearly half its population against CV and is reopening its economy just as France hunkers down again. See? If you just would have got the jab, if we just would have done more jabs faster, blah, blah, blah. Macron said that the jab campaign needed to be accelerated, mirrored early on in red tape and slowed by supply shortages. Remember, we talked about this, which is, especially in the United States, is complete garbage. It's just lies. There may have been some shortages, some distribution problems, but that's not what it is. People just don't want to take it. They just don't want to tell you that, okay? You could look up the numbers. You could look it up. Don't ever take my word for it. Go and do the research. It doesn't take a lot of time to type in a few words, look it up, find it out yourself. Then you can say, man, I can go now. Take this information, take it from my channel, take it from other channels, but then also you can have some stuff that you looked up yourself, and you can take it and you can show your family if they're still fighting you on this. And trust me, I have a lot of them doing it too. Not so much family. I do have some family, but just everybody else that I'm still trying to get this truth out to. It is like talking to a brick wall a lot of times, but there will be a time where something will happen in their life, or something that you will be able to show them that will make that light bulb go off, right? Will make them truly become awake. So don't give up, please. We are making a massive difference. They wouldn't be coming after my channel if we weren't, right? They are coming after my channel so hard. I literally was shut down completely for 2 days. That's why I haven't had the videos. And got it going now. But I also have now gone and done an Instagram. I had a Twitter, but I'm going to link it, okay? D-Live, I've done D-Live, and I did the brand new tube. So in the next couple weeks, I am going to work on getting all those things, the information out to you as much as possible. And I'm going to start putting up more information and more videos on all those sites, okay? It just takes a minute. It's a lot of work to do all of that, and I am not the best at social media because I don't like giving out. I've never, ever been one to give out all my information and be on there talking every day saying, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. No. I want my privacy, so I never was really into the Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff, right? But I will do it for the channel, not for my own personal life. But let's continue and let's finish this up because I know this video is getting a little long and I don't want to lose you. It says, it goes on, it said, it is only now finding its stride 3 months in, with just 12% of the population jabbed. Says, bringing the calendar forward, Macron said people in their 60s would be eligible for a shot from mid-April and those in their 50s a month later. A goal of 30 million adults to be jabbed by mid-June remain the target, he said. It says, seeking to offer hope, Macron said the April lockdown and a swifter jab campaign would allow the slow reopening of the country from mid-May, starting with museums and outdoor terraces of bars and restaurants, albeit under strict rules. Look at this, strict rules, right? Still, they're still going to force you to get strict rules. People, look at, we can see a way out of this crisis, Macron said. What do you think the way out is, right? Pretty sure they just told you flat out what it was, right? Right here. And that is the end of this. I'm going to leave this video here because it's very, very obvious. You see everything that they want to do, everything, right? It's all about putting you under strict control. This is 1984. This is 100% Big Brother controlling every single thing that you do, watching everything that you do, and telling you what you can and can't do for the rest of your life. Are you okay with it? I know you're not. Nor am I. Nor are millions and millions and millions and millions of other people. We're making a difference. Don't give up now. Please, I will continue to fight against this no matter what it takes. We will get this information out one way or another. I love you all. Stay safe. Stay strong. No fear. Continue to pray against all this, and please make sure if you do not have a relationship with God, you need to do it now. Hit your knees today, ask for forgiveness, and please start repenting every chance that you get. None of us are perfect. We all have to continue to fight against this evil that is coming after us every single day in this truly hard and horrible battle of good versus evil. Everybody, stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.